But first, I would like to say thank you to each person within the circle. PFP is built on the foundation of that you have not arrived until you have spoken. And even Noludwe, who is quiet, every single one of us contributed in a meaningful way. And if you listen to the outputs that everyone spoke about tonight, those are the things that touched us the most. Those are the things that impacted us and changed our lives. So I thank every single one of you for your personal contribution that you brought to this team. So you can just round of applause. I would also like to sincerely thank the sponsors, Astron Energy, FNB and Old Mutual. If it were not for you, we wouldn't have even been exposed to this concept or provided the opportunity to do that. Those of us who have businesses, we're small businesses, we wouldn't be able to afford to do something like this. So I really, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much for this opportunity. And in absentia, I would like to thank Nadia, even though she isn't here. She's just not here tonight. She has always been there for us, even as individuals. She was there for us in our triads. She was there for us, and in our COP, she was there for us. And we wouldn't. Well, I assume I don't know what the other groups were like, but I'm sure we were not easy on her. Hader always throwing a curveball, and Nadia having to bring it back in, and. Yeah, sometimes our energy levels getting a bit too high, but she always allowed us to be ourselves, yet still reaching our objective. And so for that, in absentia, we thank her. And finally mostly to the PFP team, to Sharon and Selwyn and to Louise for her brainchild and sharing this and not just doing it in one school, but giving all business leaders and all principals an opportunity to do this. We really have been changed, and I know, I think Florence, you said, we'll never be the same. We'll always look back at this as a highlight in our lives. So thank you very much, PFP.
I'm always aware that when people like myself and others in our team come to the front, we see the product from the start in terms of the program as we recruit people on board into the process. And then we see them during the journey, and then we reflect afterwards how things have gone throughout the year. And this is one of the opportunities to reflect. And something that I'm always amazed about this process is that lives are changed. Meaning, new relationships are formed, and as a result of those new relationships, new ways of thinking is developed, but also not new ways of thinking, but a deep sense of empathy and respect being developed for the people that you are partnered with. And I think, if anything that this program does, it teaches us that there's a common humanity amongst us. And I would like to encourage you to grow that possibility in our country. South Africa needs people like yourself in the room that have pursued a different way of relating. And that for me is an exciting part of this work. We are not just relating, like they say on the Cape, like somasuni. No? We're relating in a way that says it's heart to heart, head to head. And as a result of that relationship that is developed, we can achieve anything and everything if we work together. And I am always saying to myself, how can we replicate this throughout this country? How can we take it down the West Coast? How can we take it to Namakwaland? How can we take it to Hopefield where there seems no hope? You know, how can we take it to places deep rural areas. And today I want to say to you, you are part of a movement that is in all 9 provinces in this country. You're part of a movement where we have over 1,140 odd partnerships right around this country. Tomorrow, there's another 9 partnerships starting in Port Elizabeth. The next day, Thursday, there will be 8 more partnerships starting right here in Cape Town. Today there was another, or yesterday there was another circle that started. So you're part of a movement that is making massive shifts in this country. And for that, we are privileged to have you as part of that team. So you now become a PFP alumni. All right? You become an alumni. You become an ambassador of, a new way of listening. Ne? Listening with delicious attention. You become part of recontracting and doing it over and over again. You become part of, building a community that says everyone matters. And for us, we are excited that you're part of that process. And we want to encourage you not to lose contact with us and continue the relationships that you've started. And so thank you for giving us the opportunity to be part of your lives. I just want to say one more thing. I need to say on behalf of Louise van Rijn, who is the CEO and founder, she could not be here this evening and she sends her apologies, but I've been tweeting throughout the night and I could see her responding. Even in a busy program this evening, she was aware of what was happening right here in the room. And so for that, we want to say thank you to everyone and God bless. Thank you.
For possibility and focus on the word possibility. And the word possibility is profound and very important in this aspect, because if you listen to what the other speakers had said, Joanna said, these are the plans for next year. What does it tell us? That the possibility has been created for an extension of the partnership without funding by the sponsors. And it shows that even though money makes the world go around, it's not all about the money. It's about investment of human capital. It is the relationship between the partners and the giving off, the imparting of knowledge and skills to the other side. And that is where the business partners have come in. And a number of us have committed to extend the program without any sponsorship and continuing that partnership. And that is the possibility and the nature of Partners for Possibility. I want to thank once again everybody for attending, as well as the sponsors. I'm not going to mention any names now, they know who they are. And also for the organizers of this function. And we have to take our hats off for, now, I spoke the whole evening without a piece of paper. So because I'm in love with the mic, like Ada fell in love with the mic, I'm going to thank Old Mutual once again, and Joanna as well, Ashton Energy, Old Mutual again, I don't know what for, I wrote it down here. FNB, Partners for Possibility, and obviously the organizers, Jerusha. Who else helped you organize? I know it's Joe and a number of other people. Thank you very much. It was quite a task to put, even though it's small, it was quite a task to put it together. And normally, once we finish with our circle meetings or with the workshops, then we'd always also give the other people an opportunity to speak. I'd have liked, I haven't heard the words or anything or any input from the sponsors, but if there's anybody who would like to have 2 minutes, I would gladly give off the mic. Anybody? Anybody? I'm not going to put Eugene on the spot. All right. Okay, then thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for attending. It's been a wonderful experience for all of us, and I speak on behalf of all of us, I'm sure. You can put up your hands now and tell me I'm talking nonsense, sit down and keep quiet. But thank you very much for attending. And I think there are refreshments outside as well. Thank you.